dating has always been unequal. If we're talking about like the basic things like who has to approach and who has to have friends and status and all that sort of stuff, it's mostly been men. Men are the ones who have to go up to women, are usually 9 times out of 10 the ones who have to go up to women, and they have to have resources and they have to have financial responsibility, they have to have power, they have to have all that fucking shit. For Not saying that they had to have like not saying that's the case for every relationship. I'm sure there are people who are different than that, but for the most part, men have always been the ones who have had to put more effort in order to get a mate, right? It's competitive. The main reason why to be male means that you have to compete with other men that have more than you, better looks, better money, better attention, better whatever the fuck. You're always going to have to compete if you're a dude. You lost the genetic lottery. I'm sorry, you don't get easy peasy shit like that where women can just be fucking, you know what I mean? Like a lot of these fucking women, I've met a lot of women that are very insecure and need constant reassurance and validation from other dudes that they're attractive, while the man has to be 100% confident and tall and all that sort of shit. Meanwhile, a woman can have jack fucking shit. They don't have to have a house. They don't have to have a job. They don't have to have money or any of that sort of stuff to get a relationship. They could be living with their fucking parents for in their fucking 30s, and I'm sure it'd be much easier for them to find a relationship than some guy living with his parents in his 30s. It's always been unequal. Um, yeah, I mean, like guys are generally supposed to be more competitive when that type of shit. And it's always been unequal, which I think is part of the reason why these relationships don't usually end up working very well is because the guy eventually probably figures out like, man, I'm putting in a lot of fucking work for nothing in return. Plus, I'm getting an unfaithful bitch who probably fucking text a bunch of other fucking dudes. Like, I'll tell you for example, I met a friend online who was riddled with insecurities. She was arrogant. She didn't take care of her body, and she wants like these dudes with like six packs and all that sort of shit. And it's like, dude, you don't put any effort in yourself. Like, what the fuck? And you know what the fucking sad thing is she could probably find a dude who's desperate enough, some fucking desperate loser to, fuck her. But like, it's funny too because a lot of these women have the advantage they have the leg up on this shit in the dating market, right? Um, but they don't have to. They're still fucking pissed, They're still angry. They still fucking hate life. They're still miserable sacks of shit. If you looked at the female rate of depression, they've continually gone up. It's just kind of funny. You see, like, people like this who have fucking everything handed to them in life, and they're still miserable, and they still get fucked, and they still, hate life and all that sort of shit. And it's like, what the fuck? Um, that's just fucking ridiculous. Like, it's always been unequal. There's never been, like, a time period where you just, like, oh, we want equal partners. No, they fucking don't. I have never seen any relationship, for a matter of fact, that has had like some equal amount of effort. It's always one person's getting exploited more than the other. Like, oh, you have a house, I don't have a house. That's okay. I women can do basically what the fuck ever and still find a partner, and I don't think that's like a high IQ take, like, because women can be a virgin or desperate or whatever the fuck at whatever age and still manage to find a partner. But a guy, on the other hand, if he doesn't have XYZ by this fucking point, then he's fucked. Once you're in this fucking train of thought, you're basically just stuck. It just doesn't. Relationships, for the most part, like 50% of these things end up going to fucking pot. I mean, I don't know in my own personal life, I know these are just anecdotes, but I don't know very many people in my own personal life that are happy with their relationships in general. Like, most of them I've met have been in very abusive, disrespectful relationships, and yeah, I don't know. Like, a lot of this shit's always been fucked. Anyways, peace.